Nargiza, Marhon, can you share your ideas? What is the term culture for you? Marhon, are you speaking? Are you speaking to us? It's not listenable for us. Because the symbol for the microphone, it is switched off. Can you turn it on? Again. Good afternoon. Is it Sarvinos Yuldashvea?
Yes.
Okay, nice to meet you. Can you answer the question? Marhon, are you listening to us? Okay, Sarvinos, if you have the answer for the term culture, you may share your answer. You may speak about the term.
Culture.
Yes, what do you know about the term culture itself? Maftuna Mardonova has mentioned about the term as a belief, as a, traditions. Am I right, Maftuna?
Yes.
Okay.
Culture is.
Okay, we are ready to listen to you. Sarnos.
Culture is the ideas, customs, and social behavior of a particular people or society, I think.
Thank you. So later we will check your answers. Thank you. What about the second question? This is about what are the components of culture? Do you know any components of culture? In order to call the that having traditions, customs, all of them, how can we call them culture? And are they components? Can we call them as the components of culture? And what are the components do you know about culture? I think Mirhon is teaching, yes? Mirhon, can you listen to us? You are speaking, I think you are not speaking about the topic. Okay, who will share his or her answer with this question? What are the components of culture?
I think components of culture, traditions, yes, Madonova, traditions, customs, language, we can say, and religion.
Right, yeah. Thank you. Let's turn quickly to the third one. So do you agree that language is a part of culture? What do you think about this question? Do you agree that language is a part of culture?
Language is an important part of a culture, I think.
Okay.
I agree.
You agree?
For example, I agree. Yes.
Thank you. So, Firuzana Bichunova, do you agree?
Hello, teacher. Yes, I agree.
Nargisa, I think you have a problem with the microphone because there is no any symbol for the microphone. I ask you to switch on your or to check your microphone. Be sure that your microphone is working in order to answer, in order to speak to us. Thank you. Now, the last question. What do you know about body language? What is body language? So, Sarnos. Rahimova, Nargisa, you have Still the problem with microphone, you with your microphone. Okay, just these questions were about brainstorming questions in order to involve you to the class and as an introduction part of our today's topic. As you know, culture is a broad, meaningful term, and which you have mentioned about. It expresses the traditions, the customs of a certain country or of the people around the world. And the first meaning of culture, which we take as a narrow meaning, which expresses certain traditions, certain religions, certain beliefs of a certain territory. This is with narrow meaning. If we take this term as a broad meaning, it expresses intercultural communication or the culture of the people who live around the world as a broad meaning, because you know that there are too many cultures, too many traditions, too many customs around the world, and you know that different ethnic groups, different nationalities live in the world. That's why each of them have their own culture, their own traditions, beliefs, religion, and so on. Now let's check one by one your answers. The first one, culture is the most important concept in the social sciences. It includes the values, beliefs, behaviors, and material objects that together form a people's way of life. And as you know, culture, the term culture as a concept, it is divided into two meanings. The first one is non-material culture. Can you call non-material culture in our territory, in Uzbekistan? What are they? For example, non-material, they are beliefs and ideas created by the members in a certain society. What are they? What can be included here as our Uzbek culture, as a non-material culture? What are they? Can you call them? Viewers, who will answer? Sharifa, where are you? She was here. Mirkhon, can you give examples for non-material culture from our culture, from our Uzbek culture? What can be included here as non-material culture? Who answered the question? I don't know why you are too passive in each class. Are you such passive students? Sharifa, I have accepted you. Are you listening to us? There is no any voice, any sound. Sharifa, be sure that your microphone is working because there is no any symbol for the microphone. Maybe you are not listening to us. And also Nargiza, you have the same problem as Sharifa. Who will answer the question from our culture, which can be included as a non-material culture? Can we include our religion as a non-material culture? Can we add here?
Teacher, I can't differentiate. I can't understand two of them properly, I think.
Okay. You don't understand the term non-material, material, is it the question?
Yes.
Okay, pay attention, students. Non-material culture, it is not touchable. We cannot touch them, but just we feel, we obey the rules as a non-material, as a untouchable beliefs. Understandable? They can be religion, they can be beliefs. And what about material? Which are those objects passed from history to history as an heritage of our great ancestors? They are materials and they are called as material culture. The tangible objects created by members of a society include the items a society finds of value. We can say that in our old city, you can see more and more material culture aspects. They are monuments, they can be historical sightseeings. They are one example for material culture. Mardonma, is it understandable?
Yes, of course.
Now I have asked the question about the examples of non-material and material from our culture, of course. And I think you have already understood what is non-material culture and what is material culture. No any questions?
No questions.
So, good. Now let's turn to the next answer.
Teacher.
So, Mardonma, what do you want to say?
Non-material can be customs, traditions, yes?
Yes, of course, they are, because we cannot touch them, but we obey these rules and we receive them how they exist in our society. As we call in Uzbek, moddi va no moddi madaniyat. Understandable? Non-material, this is no moddi, which are not touchable. We cannot touch, but we just obey as a rules of the society. Understandable?
Yes.
And moddi, madaniyat, this is material culture. We just see them, we just touch them, and we receive them as an heritage of our great ancestors, which I have mentioned about as our historical sightseeings, monuments, and holy places as yet appear like this from our culture. I'm speaking. Understandable?
Thanks.
Thanks. So now let's turn to the components of culture. As there was a question about what are the components of culture. Can we include the language as a component of culture? Yes, of course, because you have mentioned about religion, customs. And now pay attention, students. Culture is comprised of 5 different components, which are called symbols, language, values, beliefs, and norms. These 5 components are the main aspects, main details of any culture. Understandable? Nowadays, we know that we are living in globalization, and technology also one means of material culture. Now, students, pay attention. One by one, we are coming to analyze the components of culture. The first one is language. You know that I asked you, can we imagine, do you agree that language is a part of culture? Of course. We cannot imagine any culture without its language, of course.
Language.
How can we imagine our Uzbek culture without the Uzbek language? It means that every time, in every culture, language is the main part. We can say that a big component of any culture. That's why language is the key to the world of culture. And it is a system of symbols that allows people to communicate with one another. And don't forget that language doesn't exist in isolation. It means that we cannot imagine any culture without its language. If there is any language, it means there must be a culture. If we analyze any culture, we must know that there is the language, a certain language in this culture. So let's continue. That's why we can say that language is a part of culture, and language and culture are at the core of all human society. You were right that you said that I agree that language is a part of culture. Now let's turn to the next. Now, about what is your body telling you? What's your body telling you? Here, I asked you the last question. What do you know about body language? What is body language? The first one is body language, the gestures, pose, movements, and expressions that a person uses to communicate. And here, we must include that how many percentage of our communication consists of verbal, vocal, and non-verbal communication. You can see here the statistics also. Is it visible, students?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, thank you. Now let's turn to the types of body language. Don't forget that there are 5 types of body language. So, Nabijonova, can you read them one by one?
First one,
Firuza,
eye contact.
Firuz, okay.
First one is eye contact.
Okay,
Facial
stop here.
expression.
Stop here. I ask you to stop here. And can you explain us how can we use eye contact in order to express our ideas, our opinions, our feelings? Can you give some examples for eye contact in order to use it as a body language, in order to use it in communication? Firuza? Can your eyes tell us anything about you or about the environmental phenomenon? What do you think?
It can say if we are lying or not.
Okay, right, you are. Can you switch on your video? I asked you one situation in order to show you us.
Or may not switched on.
Okay, okay. With big eyes, what can we express? If you look like this, what does this express?
Can you shoot again?
Sorry, I couldn't catch you up. What did you say?
With big eyes?
Yes. If you look at someone with big eyes, what does it express?
The person is shocked, maybe.
Yes, right. Yeah, or frightened. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, can we set any communication with our eyes? Yes, of course. As you have mentioned, shocked or surprising or astonished or frightened, this can be expressed by our eyes. Thank you. Now the next student, I ask Sarnos. Don't switch off your microphone, Sarnos. Can you turn on it? Thank you.
Of course.
Okay, can you explain us the second type of body language? The first one was has been explained by Firuza, and the second one is, what is it? Can you read it and explain it?
Facial expression.
Facial expression.
Facial.
Okay, what do you think? Can your face express us anything about 3 dots? Imagine that red face with red cheeks. What does it express?
Maybe someone else afraid from something.
Okay, if you look at someone and his or her face is pale, it means that that person was frightened.
Yes.
Right, you are. What else? What other expressions can be expressed by our face?
Or when they shy,
Okay.
their face turn on reddish.
Reddish, yes. Red face. Embarrassment, yes. Shyness can be expressed. Thank you. The next student, there are 7 students. Alamjan, how are you? Can you turn on your microphone? You are welcome to our class. Alamjan. Sharifa, Can you continue? Sharifa. Okay, I will read quickly. Postures and stance. You know that except eye contact, facial expression, we just use postures in order to communicate, in order to show our attitude toward the situation or towards the people around us. And the fourth type is gestures, and the last one is space relationship. Now let's turn, just a moment. Let's turn to one by one to each type analysis of body language. The first one is purpose for eye contact. Why do we use eye contact? What is the purpose? Dilrabo, are you listening to us?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
So, Dilrabo, can you, is it visible for you, the demonstration of the screen?
Yes, visible.
Okay, now we are speaking about what is the purpose of using eye contact. Speaking information, showing interest and attention, inviting and controlling interaction, domineering, threatening, influencing others, providing feedback during speech, revealing attitudes. Do you agree that we can communicate with our eye contact the followings which I have mentioned about?
Yes.
So now the next one. We asked the question about, can our face speak about anything? Yes. Which was answered by Sarvinos. Yes, Sarvinos. Now you can see that our face can speak about happiness. If we are happy, of course, shiny face can express happiness, of course. Sadness also, displeasure, anger, fear, interest. They are the communication of our face. The next one is, here we have an activity. I ask you to turn on your videos. Dear students, are you ready? Are you ready, dears? Can you turn on your videos? Be quick. We have just a little activity about gestures, common gestures, which we use around the world. So?
Sorry, teacher, but I can't at this moment.
So, what did you say? I couldn't catch you up. Sarvinos.
Just a moment.
Okay. Okay, good. Others, please. Sorry that we have an activity with gestures. That's why I want to see how you show these gestures with your body language. Others, please. Firuza, Maftuna. So Sharifa is here. Olimjon is here.
Teacher, just a moment.
Okay, we are waiting for you. Rabu, what about you? Sharifa,
Sorry, teacher,
are you listening to
but I
us?
can't.
There is a problem, I think, with your microphone because there is no any symbol for the microphone, for the sound. Be quick. Okay, till others prepare their videos, their cameras, I ask you, Sarnos, can you show with a gesture in order to express that you don't know anything? In order to say, I don't know, how can you show it with gesture? Can you show it? Can you show it? Be quick.
No.
So? Please.
Can you repeat, please?
Okay. With your gesture, with which common gesture we can show, we can communicate with people in order to show that you don't know. The sentence, I don't know. In order to say I don't know, you just show it with your gesture. How can you show it? Bilmayman.
Maybe. No, I don't know. Like this.
No, don't say anything, just show with your gesture. How can you show it?
I don't know.
Yes, you shrug your shoulders. Shrug your shoulders, it means I don't know. Understandable? So the next student who is ready here with his or her video. None of you except Sarvinos. Maftuna Mardonova. Okay, how can you show that you are proud? How can you show with gesture? It is also one common gestures. One of common gestures in order to show that you are proud, you are boasting. How can you show it? Sarnos, maybe you will help.
Just a moment.
Puffed chest. If you pay
Right.
attention to the screen, the second one is puffed chest. It means that it is pride or achievement. How can you show it with gesture? Puffed chest. Yes, right here, Mardonova. Puffed chest like this. Puffed chest.
Only
We puff our chest in order to show our prideness, in order to show our achievement. Understandable? Now, the next turn is for whom? Firuza, aren't you ready for the camera?
yes.
Are you ready? Firuza, sucked stomach. What does it mean? You may read the sentence. Sucked stomach. Of course, it is not suitable for you because you are slim. You are not fat. I mean, but
Çandolu.
Firuza, is it listenable for you? Can I repeat?
Can you repeat?
Yes, of course. Firuza, can you switch on your camera? I asked you one common gesture and your task is to show it. Okay, let's continue. Sucked stomach. Okay, you are welcome. You are welcome. Sucked stomach. What does it mean?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, sucked stomach. Mostly in our culture, fat woman or fat man, they suck their stomach in order that they want to say, I'm not as fat as I look. Understandable? Or no? No?
Yeah, it's understandable.
Okay. Now,
I
think
don't know how to
crossing.
show it.
Sorry.
I don't know how to show it.
Okay. Of course, you just suck your stomach. It means that I'm not as fat as I look. It expresses this sentence. Understandable? Now, let's turn to the next one. Finger crossing. Can you show it? Finger crossing, Firuza. This one, Sarnos, you are right. What about you, Firuza? I'm not. Right here. What does it express?
Good luck.
I'm to accent.
Okay. Maybe in your communication, it is good luck. Maybe. But according to the common gestures around the world, it expresses protection. Protection. It expresses protection. Understandable? So IRAP, the next one is IRAP. Mostly, who mentioned about someone is lying? Mardonova, I think you have mentioned about it when I asked the question, eye contact, about eye contact. Can you remember? From eyes, you can understand that the speaker is lying or not. So,
Maybe
yes,
someone is lying.
That person mostly
He or she he or she tries not to look at in your eyes.
Right, yeah. Avoid looking at your eyes, yes, directly. This is eye rubbing. This is also one gesture. This is also one of common gestures. Yes. Nose tapping. Can you show it? Nose tapping with gesture. Tap your nose. Tap your nose. Yes. Tap your nose. What does it mean? What does it mean? You may read. There is ready. The expression, mind your own business. Can you show thumb upping? Thumb. Can you show your thumb? From the screen, from the demonstration of the screen, you may find it. Thumb upping. Okay, they are also one common gestures. Now, one by one, students, pay attention to the pictures. Is it visible?
Yes.
Now,
It's visible.
Let me make it much more bigger. So now one by one, you must tell what each gesture express. What does first photo express? The first one. Problems with Nargiza, Yuldashvea. Olimjon, where are you? Okay, who will answer the question? The first picture, what does it express, this gesture?
It expresses
Everything is okay.
everything
Right,
okay.
Everything is okay, everything is right, everything is correct, like this. The second one. What does it mean?
It's wrong.
Huh?
I mean, I think something is wrong.
Wrong, right? Yeah, we can say that the opposite communication for the first one. If we say the first one, good luck, for goodness, the second one is for bad luck or badness. Right, yeah. What about the third one? The third photo. What does this gesture express? Speak us about.
Come here.
Come here, right here, come here. We use in our class also this gesture as a body language. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay, what about the next one? The fourth one.
Maybe.
With couple fingers like this. Like this.
Maybe it means think something.
Okay. Right, you are?
Think a little.
Sorry, Martunova?
Think a little.
Right, you are? And also, in European countries...
Speak properly, maybe.
Sorry, I couldn't catch you up.
Speak properly or something like this.
Right, yeah, thank you. And in most European countries, this gesture expresses, I will show you who am I, like this. Like this. So the fifth one.
She say, really sorry, he says, I am or it's me.
Yes, right, yeah. The fifth one, it means that me, I am, is it me? In order to think, right, yeah. And the last one is, which
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't have any idea. I don't know. Right, yeah.
I haven't a clue.
Okay, and just he shrugs, he's shrugging his shoulders in order to express his answer. I don't know, like this. Thank you, students. Now, I have a video. If you pay attention to the Moodle platform task, we have a video about attitude. Our next step of our today's topic is about attitudes. First of all, the question for you. What do you know about the term attitude? What is it, attitude? So students, what is attitude? I'm not listening to you. Is someone speaking?
I think way of speaking towards someone or something, or thinking towards someone or something. It's attitude.
Right, you are. So good. Attitude, we can say that this is belief, which you believe that that way or that thing is correct, proper for you. This is attitude, and it will be your attitude toward that phenomena, toward the situation, toward that people. This is the attitude. Don't forget, when we speak about culture, intercultural communication, culture consists of attitudes. Culture consists of everything which exists in the society. That's why in the next step we learn about what is attitude and how in one culture does attitude exist and how it can be expressed. Understandable? Now for this, I want to record a video for you. Just a moment, let me find the video. Here, this one. Is it visible, students?
Attitude actually is mental energy.
Invisible.
Invisible. Just a moment. Can you help? And I must record this video. Listen, just a moment. Yes, no, just a moment. Let me put that. So. Which one is it? This one. Oh, first, this one. Yes. Press this one. But it is not here. It is just directly from the Moodle platform. Can I record it? Oh no. Yes, you can. But how can I find it from here? Ah, this one I see. Yes. What about now? Is it visible, students?
Yes, visible.
Yes.
Okay, now let's watch the video. Here.
And from the moment that you awaken in the morning until you fall asleep at night, you are continually generating this mental.
So, dear students, your task is, the instruction is following. Your task is to watch the video attentively, and after having watched the video, we have to discuss. Understandable? So, let's start from the beginning. This one.
But teacher, the sound of the video isn't clear.
Sorry.
From the moment that you awaken in the morning until you fall asleep at night, you are continually.
Sound is not clear.
Just a moment. Yes.
Multfilm كده سلامة.
Marwan, it is not a cartoon.
Actually is mental energy. And from the moment that you awaken in the morning until you fall asleep at night, you are continually generating this mental energy.
Isn't it listenable, students?
It is listenable, but sound isn't clear.
Okay.
I couldn't.
Okay, let me bring my earphones. Just a moment. It is recording. Is it recording? Yes.
Fall asleep at night, you are continually generating this mental energy or attitude. And if you think about it like electrical energy, it's a little easier to understand.
Or mental energy can only be one of two things. It's either positive or it's negative. There's never a time when you can have a neutral attitude. You can't. It's either one or the other. It's like electricity. It's either on or it's off. Your attitude right now is either positive or it's negative. And like electrical energy, your attitude or mental energy is magnetic. Whatever your attitude is in any given moment determines exactly what you're going to be pulling into your life. For example, if right now you have a positive attitude, you are drawing out the positive from those with whom you're interacting. When your attitude is positive, that's what you pull from other people around you, is the positive aspects of their personality or their character. If your attitude is negative in any given moment, the only thing you can draw from another person is the negative qualities of their personality or character. It's absolutely magnetic. When your attitude is positive, you draw toward you opportunities that are going to move you in the direction that you say you want to go. When your attitude is negative, you push those opportunities aside and you draw toward you opportunities that are going to move you away from where you say you want to go. And I know you know this on your own. You can have a positive experience, an uplifting experience, when your attitude is negative. Whatever your attitude is determines the experience that you're going to have in that moment.
So we can stop the video. Now let's turn to the discussion part quickly. I think the sound was not good, but in any way you have understood something because there were words. In general, attitude. According to what criteria we divide the term attitude into two parts? According to the what? What did you understand from the video? Did you understand anything?
Yes, we understood.
Okay, what can you share us about the video?
For example, attitude can be divided into according to good or bad, positive and negative.
Okay, right here. So it means that in any culture, attitudes are divided into two big groups, which are good, positive attitudes, and which are bad, negative attitudes. Good. And how can we form neutral attitude? It means that there are such kind of people, they have neuter attitude about the situation, about the policy, about the social life. So if we add positive and negative attitudes together, it means that 50-50 attitudes, that person has 50% negative and 50% from the positive attitude. And this mixture is called neuter or natural attitude about the situation. Understandable?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. So, dear students, the other activities will be uploaded on the platform. I ask you to do those activities, those tasks, and upload your answers, okay? And if you need extra further information, there are also internet links are given and videos also. You can watch, you can read extra information. And I ask you to be more and more active during the classes, not only in this class, also in other subjects also, and call others who were not here, because I checked your attendance, only 8 except, I think just a moment. With me, there are 8 participants. It means that 7 students, only 7 students from both groups have participated today. Good luck. If you don't have any questions, our lesson is over, students. I think as a conclusion, we can say that you have learned about the term culture, what are the components of culture, and what are the types of body language. And also we started to learn about attitudes. The rest activities will be uploaded on the Moodle platform in order to save your megabytes. Understandable?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for this lesson.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we will meet next week. Goodbye. Good luck to everyone.
Goodbye, Susan.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you.